Hello there, welcome back to Planet Zoo and welcome back to our safari park. Thanks very much for joining me. I appreciate you spending a little bit of your spare time in my zoo with me. So in our last episode we are working on this plateau area here where we have our funky little viewing platforms sticking out from the side of the cliff and tunnels through the cliff where you can go between the different platforms, and then you can come up the stairs here and back out into the rest of the park. And this is an area where the animals can come up. Hopefully, when I get the animals in, they'll be able to come up this slope here and actually mingle around near to where the people are hanging out. So that's the plan. We shall see. And in this episode I am going to be working on this last raised plateau over here. I will show you. I've already done a little bit of work along the edge here. So this here is obviously a copy of the viewing platform that I put over here a couple of episodes ago. And so I decided I wanted a few of these here just set out in different locations so you could really come out into the park and see the animals in different environments. So I thought particularly around the water here it would be pretty cool to come out and actually see the animals swimming around and be able to really sort of be up above them and see them hanging around underneath you. And obviously they're all linked together with pathways. And the other thing that I decided to do, I decided to put one over this side of the water as well, and then I did make the decision to link this one up here with the entrance. And the main reason I did that is I just think it's realistic. I don't think you would just have a route that went over to the left here, over there, over there, over there, over there, over there, over there to there, and even out to here and here, but not have another pathway so you could come back to the entrance that way rather than going all the way back over those islands to get back to the entrance. I just didn't think it made sense. So this is what I've done, and obviously it looks a bit weird at the moment, but eventually there'll be rock supports holding all these pathways up, and there'll be a whole load of rock work and stuff around here as well, and it will all look finished and proper eventually. Excuse me. So yeah, so there we go. So that is the start of this last island. I'm really liking the look of this water actually, with this shallow water here as well. I think a lot of the animals will spend a lot of time in this area here. Yeah, I'm really looking forward now. It feels like I'm getting towards the end of this project, so I'm actually really looking forward to finishing it off and getting the animals in, if my computer will work. I just don't know at the moment. I have bought some upgrades for my computer, but I am currently waiting for my brother to come over and actually fit everything for me, because he is the computer expert in the family and not me. I wouldn't have a clue. So until he gets some spare time to come and upgrade my PC, I may not be able to record the last episode because I think my computer will die if I try to actually make this into a habitat with animals. But we shall see. For now, I just need to get the building finished. So this is the last one I want to build on, and the plan for this is to do a very large hotel. So it's going to be a hotel themed similarly to these other buildings that I've done, similar to this look over here. And it is basically, this entire thing is going to be one giant building, and it is going to be big. I want this to be a mammoth building. I don't know quite how it's going to end up. I'm making it up as I go along, but I've got a bit of an idea of what I want it to look like. So without further delay, I'm going to go away and do some building and sort of set out some of the structure and the shape and the layout, and try and work out how it's going to fit on the island and what it will look like. So yeah, it's a bit of an experiment, but yeah, we shall see. So let me just go away for a minute and do some work, and I'll be right back. Right, so excuse me, I've been doing a bit of work here. Oh dear, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. There we go, that's better. So this is the basic layout of the building. So obviously I'll just put the path around the edge, and that is the shape. So it's, you know, I didn't want it to just be a big square or whatever. I wanted it to be a bit interesting looking. So that's what I've gone with. So it's going to be quite tall. So obviously one layer there, another layer there, and I'm just going to keep on layering it up. So it might have sort of 4 or 5 layers all together. I'm not too sure how I'm going to deal with the top. I don't want it to be over the top. I don't want it to look too tall. So I don't know, may have 2, may have 3 layers, and maybe some sort of viewing platform in the middle or something. I don't know yet. So there we go. So that's the basic sort of size and shape of what I'm making. So pretty big. Yeah, hopefully I can keep it looking interesting. I don't want it to all look the same, so I'll have to be creative with decorations and things. You'll see I've also just, I was just a bit bored, so I created this thing, and I don't know if I like it or not, to be honest. It's the idea is it's a shelter for the large animals, so the giraffe, the elephants, you know, zebra maybe, particularly elephants and giraffe though, really. So yeah, so this it was just, you know, lots of bits of wood all just copied and rotated around, and then they've got a glass bit at the top there, and then a flat log roof. You see, it's a lot of pieces, 4,000 pieces pretty much for one of them. That is a lot, and yeah, maybe a bit over the top, and I'm not even sure if it looks very good. I don't know, I'm in 2 minds about it, but I've got a couple of them down, and I might well put a few more scattered around, and obviously they'll get decorated with some bedding and stuff like that. So yeah, they may stay, they may go, I'm not sure yet. I don't know, we'll see. And I've also just done a bit of the rock work and support work around these structures. So there's rocks just supporting these paths where needed. So again, there's a fair bit of copying and pasting going on with these rock structures. You know, you turn them around, and you add a few extra bushes and things on, and they all look different then. So yeah, it's a pretty quick and easy process, really. I haven't obviously finished completely over here. I've just got these 2 to support this bit, and then there's going to have to be quite a lot around this wall here, this cliff bit. We shall see. So there we go. So that's where I'm up to. So the building is well underway now, and there's going to be a lot more to do on it. I'm going to create some entrances. The idea is you would approach obviously from the 2 bridges. So there'll probably be an entrance. Maybe this end bit here will be an entrance, and then there'll be another one here maybe, where you might come on this way, and then there's going to have to be another one here where you come on from this direction, probably on this bit here. But there might even be a couple more around here. Obviously a big building like this would have quite a few ways in and out of it. So yeah, so I'll create some sort of entrance and copy it around on a few different points. Yeah, so there we go. So I'm going to crack on, because I've got some ideas, and I want to get building while they're fresh in my mind. And obviously with a building this size, it's going to take me a while, so I'll end up forgetting half of the things that I've got planned before I've actually got around to doing them. So let me just go away once more and do a bit more work. Then, so this is what I've come up with for my entrance. So it's lots of simple wooden structures, basically. I think it looks kind of cool. It's sort of multi-themed. It's a little bit African, a little bit Arctic. Obviously most of these are Arctic pieces, but the wood look is quite sort of African-y. So I think I can get away with it. Yeah, I kind of like it. Nice and simple, and obviously there'll be a door in here as well, as there is here, and then that will be duplicated around in various places, like I said. So you've got one around this way here, and then you've got one here, you've got one over here. So in the end, I didn't put one directly opposite these stairs. Actually, I thought it looked a bit better in here. There's just a bit more room for it. It was a bit squashed if I put it there. And then another one there. And as you can see, the building has got to its maximum height now. So I put the second layer on, and then I put on a double layer of the roof because I didn't want too many more layers. I wanted one more, and I wanted it to be a double height one. So I made a double height roof as well to kind of, I don't know, to bring the building to an end a bit sooner, basically, just to raise it up and in a bit more, so that I could have this final large structure in the middle. There's a flat roof for a purpose. That will be a viewing platform up there, and I will build some sort of fake stairs coming up to it from the inside. So yeah, there we go. We are getting there with our building. There's also somewhere a couple of little flat bits over here and over here where the just made sense for me to put flat bits out there. So they will become little balconies. I've got a bit of an idea of some other sort of balconies to build as well. And there's various bits of extended roof sticking out in a few places that will get supports and have little windows and things. And obviously the main thing itself is going to be full of windows. All of these you know, like a standard hotel building, it would be full of windows because each window would be a separate room of the hotel. And obviously I still need to go around and put the trimmings on all of this, so it's going to take me a little while to do that. So yeah, we're getting there. It's as you can see, it is a big building. I mean, if I zoom right out, you could pretty much see it from space, I think. So yeah, it's a bit of a mammoth job, this one, but it's kind of fun. I think it will look good in the end. Obviously at the moment it doesn't. It looks a bit weird, a bit blocky, but I think once it's got all its extra details, trimming and windows, and I've got some idea of how to get some greenery on it as well, I think it will look good. I think it will blend in. Obviously once I've decorated all around it as well, hopefully it won't stand out quite so much as it does at the moment. We shall see. But for that to happen, I need to crack on with some more building. So I guess the trims and things like the windows need to go on next. So that's probably what I will get on with now. So bear with me while I go and do some more building, and I will be right back to show you the results. Okay, so I've done a few different things here. So like I said I was going to do, I've put windows on. So I've done large ones on the ground floor, and then smaller ones on the next floor up, and then even smaller ones on this top level. So my thinking is that inside here, because there's only windows at the top here, maybe these would be the hotel rooms, I think, the bottom two floors, and then this room up here, this would be like the grand hall, like a big dining area or something like that, where, you know, the restaurant where people can go and get their evening meals and their breakfasts and whatever. Which is why there wouldn't be windows necessarily on both. There may well be, but to be honest, it just didn't look very good when I did it, so that's why I've gone with the little ones at the top. I've put these ones on here. I kind of like this, like little window skylights here. So the idea is that these rooms along here have got nice light coming in through the roof. I thought that looked kind of cool. As you can see, I've done these little supports on the end of these sticky out roof bits. Again, very simple. That's really all they need, just that little bit of decoration on the ends there. I put all the trims on, like I said I was going to do as well. And I have created some extra balconies as well. And I had this idea for balconies of doing sort of quite a large balcony all the way around this top floor here with doors at various points leading into this large building on the top here. I think it looks kind of cool. This wooden piece here, this is just the wooden sort of boat pieces all strung together as an edge. Health and safety wise, not great, because you could just walk there and fall to your death. But you know what, I'm not going for realism really in this particular zoo, so yeah, I kind of like it. It's I wanted to stick with the wooden theme, so that's why I've gone with that, and I like the look of it, so I'm going with it. Yeah, there we go. So it's coming along. You can see the building is taking shape pretty nicely now, actually, I think. Still a lot more to do. I've still got this top area to sort out here, and various other ideas that I've got for just general decorations and greenery. So yeah, so we'll I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. You'll have to wait and watch the next segment. So let me go and crack on with a bit more, and we'll see what I can come up with. Building is now starting to look a bit more like I want it to look. It's a bit more blended in. As you can see, it has some greenery growing all over it now. So let me just first say I have decorated all the bottom windows, because I just thought they were a little bit too plain on the bottom here. I don't mind the top ones being plain, but I wanted these to have something. So I went around and put these surrounds on the bottom here. I then did a roof over this, what is this, third floor balcony, second floor, I suppose, ground floor, first floor, second floor, yeah. Second floor balcony. A really simple thatch roof with some bamboo supports. That just goes all the way around this balcony. And I just put a little bit of decoration on this wall. This wall was very big and bland, so I just wanted something on here. So it's quite a simple wooden structure here with these things. It's pretty cool. It works out because these are at a slight angle. When you overlap them, it looks like you've purposely put this one going behind this one, and then if you continue it down to here, it makes it look like they kind of cross over again. And it looks really cool, but it was sort of very easy to do because of the natural shape of the pieces. So all I did, see, that's just one piece, and then it's just flipped upside down under here. And that's what you end up with it looking like. It's a very cool design. And then just some of these shields and these wooden pieces along here. And then I put some wooden pieces behind these windows here as well. Just wanted something on that wall. It was just a bit too big and empty. So I just wanted some extra detail on this side. And then I thought that I just wanted to get some greenery involved in the building. It was obviously, it's just too big and blocky. So I really wanted it to sort of blend in a bit. And obviously there will be trees down around this area, all around the outside of the building, but I wanted them actually in the building. So I just started sinking some trees in. And yeah, I don't know, I mean, I think it looks alright actually. I don't, if you look too close and you think about it too much, you might think, yeah, that's just a bit odd, trees just growing out of the walls and the ceiling and that, but I think I can get away with it. So these are the lovely umbrella trees again, and then I've just got some of this scabiola bush, and then these tamarind trees here, just sunk down inside. It makes it look a bit strange inside the building because you could just see all the bottoms of all these trees everywhere and various bits of wood sticking through, but obviously I'm not doing an interior, so that doesn't matter. But yeah, I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty cool with it all blended. And I think once you zoom out, you just look at it and you think, oh wow, it's got trees growing all over it. That's cool. I hope that's what you think anyway. I mean, if you don't think that, let me know. But I think it looks right. I'm pretty happy with it. I think once all of this around the outside is decorated as well, I think it will really blend in very, very nicely. But we've also just done a bit of work up here. So we have obviously just a bit of fencing, bit of custom fencing around the top there. Actually, it's not custom fencing, this one, is it? It's a fence piece. Yeah, sorry, it's not custom. It's just a simple, it's actually an Asia fence piece, but it looks nice and wooden, so I can get away with that. And then I just created some steps coming down here to a door, just suggesting that you can actually come up here from the inside. Obviously these don't go anywhere, it's all just fake smoke and mirrors, but it creates the impression that there's an inside to this building, which I wanted. So there we go, that's that bit sorted out. So yeah, we're getting there, we are getting there. There's a little bit more detail I want to do on this viewing platform. Obviously I want some benches and seats up here, and some of those binoculars as well, you know, the viewing things. So they will come up here as well. And you've got one or two other little balconies as well. So you've got this little one here, just an extra little balcony. So whoever gets this this corner hotel room here gets a little balcony to come out on. I don't think, yes there was, sorry, yes there's one over here as well. So again, whoever gets this piece, or maybe actually this doesn't look wide enough to be a room on its own, does it? So maybe this is just a public viewing balcony here that anyone can come out onto. Why not? So there we go, we are getting there, aren't we? I think it's starting to look all right. I think zoomed out, I think it starts to blend in like the rest of the buildings. As long as you just chuck loads of greenery on things, then they kind of look okay in this sort of safari setting. So yeah, pretty pleased with how it's coming along now. Still lots to do, so I'm going to go away again and do some more. Here we are with the finished hotel, and I'm really happy with it. I think it's looking pretty cool, I'll be honest. So let me just wander along the bridge here and you'll be able to see what I've called it as you come out here. The Watchers Hotel. It's a pretty obvious name, I guess. The idea is you stay in here and you watch the wildlife. So yeah, pretty simple. Kind of a funky sign. I didn't know whether to make a fun sign or a serious sign, so I kind of went with fun. You know, with the masks and the shields and the funky writing. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's pretty simple, and it does what it needs to. So there's one of those by each of the entrance pathways. You'll see I've gone around, obviously I've put in little bits of pathway actually leading to the entrances, and I've surrounded the entire path with these bramble bushes, so that goes all the way around the entire thing. Here it goes. I don't know why I'm showing you this, just why not? I just like flying around. There we go. Right, so yeah, so that's what I did with that. And then in the middle, obviously I've just decorated it with some trees here and there, some little rock formations and some shrubs. Really just continuing the same sort of theming that I've done elsewhere in the park, keeping it simple, keeping it different, mixed up. And then the same on the outside as well. So I've gone around, I've dotted some trees and some shrubs, and I've done some more of these lovely rock formations again around sort of the outside of the land mass here. It just makes it, gives it that extra layer of detail, doesn't it? And I think that works pretty well. Got a couple of these massive kopok trees in here. Sorry, kapok, not kopok. So that's pretty cool. And then I did just finish off with some detailing up on here. So as you can see, we have some benches around the outside with our little binoculars, and we have some picnic benches with some canopies as well. Nice and simple. I didn't want to fill it up too much up here. Obviously this is a place where people would come and hang out and walk around, so I didn't want to completely fill it full of anything. I just wanted a few benches and a few picnic tables. I thought that looked pretty nice up there. I mean, it would be quite an amazing place to be, wouldn't it? I mean, look at this view, especially looking through these binoculars. That would be pretty spectacular, wouldn't it, to be up here and look down on all of this. So there we go. So there is our Watchers Hotel, and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I wasn't too sure, I'll be honest, as I was building it. I wasn't really sure whether it was going to blend in, whether it's going to be too big, whether it was just going to look like a big box. But I think the shapes that I've managed to put on are pretty good. They've kept it looking interesting. These balconies, actually I haven't really finished, have I? I should have tried to get some benches and binoculars on the extra balconies and and even maybe up in here as well. So there's little details that I can add in as I go along. But on the whole, I think that's looking pretty cool. I can add some benches out on this pathway as well. So obviously this island here, the animals don't come up onto, or if they do, I'll have to stop them. I'll have to change the land. But I think I've made it enough of a cliff around the outside that the animals can't climb up. I think this was the only area where it was shallow enough for them to walk up, and I'm pretty sure that's not anymore. That should be fine. So hopefully the animals aren't going to be able to get up on here. But we shall see. So I've still got a lot more detailing to do. Obviously these viewing platforms here haven't got anything on them yet, and these pathways again are just plain, so I need to get some benches and lights and things put all around those. And obviously there's still a lot of the map that is empty that I still need to just fill in with some details. So, I mean, it's not huge amounts left, but there is some, and obviously some of the water, certainly these shallow areas of water, I want to get some details onto these. As you can see, I did dot some more of these big thingies around, as if there's a bit of a jump in my commentary there. I had an unexpected food delivery at the front door, and I had to leg it downstairs and take it in. It arrived early. It's typical, isn't it? Just when you don't want something to arrive early, it does, and it surprises you. So I can't actually remember where I was, but I think we'd covered the hotel, and I believe I was just discussing what details still needed doing, which obviously is, like I said, the water areas and the bare areas of the park that I haven't touched yet. And I will probably do some detailing around this cliff that goes around the entire perimeter, I think, as well. I'll just detail that a bit similar to what I've done here with these rock formations, probably along these. That might take me a little while. We shall see. I might find a clever way of doing that. I'm not too sure yet. Still not too sure about these buildings either. These I don't know what you want to call that. I don't know. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. Maybe if I put some decoration around it, get a few trees around them, kind of hide them a little bit. I don't know. I just don't know if it looks quite right. I think it's one of those things I need to go away and look at it some more another day and decide if I like the look of it or not. At the moment I'm thinking that I don't, but at the same time I kind of think I put quite a lot of effort into making it and I ought to use it, but I don't know. Answers on a postcard. We shall see. But for today, I am just about done with this hotel. Actually, I'm really pleased with how that looks from a distance. It really blends in nicely, actually. Oh, my computer's just frozen there for a second. I mean, I think as you come into the park here, just bear with me. My computer's doing something crazy. Oh, it's just security scans. Never mind. Sorry about that. My computer's always buzzing at me and telling me weird things. So yeah, so here we go. So this this is looking really good. I think as you enter the park over here and you look across, yeah, I mean, look at that. You can see it in the distance, and it would definitely grab your eye, that, wouldn't it? You'd want to think, whoa, what is that? So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Right, so that's going to do it for this episode. So probably only one more episode. I mean, it might be two, because I might do one with all my various decorations, and then I might do the big finale where I actually release the animals. So yeah, maybe two more episodes, I think, because there's quite a lot of decoration, although most of that is going to be fairly generic stuff, so that might just be a short episode anyway. I've got some buildings I still need to do here, because this is where the entrance for the animals will be. So the doorway into the habitat will be where these rocks are, and then there'll be rocks going along each side here to stop the animals getting out over here. So the animals will go in the door and be forced to walk down here and into the park, and then hopefully they'll spread out through the whole park. So obviously I need sort of staff room, quarantine, vets, engineer, keeper hut, that sort of stuff up here. So that will probably all come into the next episode, and then I think I'll do the last episode will be the finale where I actually get to put the animals in. And like I said before, I might not get to do that until I get my new computer up and running, which hopefully won't be too much longer. We shall see. So there we go. So that is our Watchers Hotel done. Let me know what you think. Hopefully you've enjoyed me building this. Oh, look at that. I just worked out how to speed up my zoom. Wow, look at that. That's interesting. Does it work both ways? Yes, it does. Does it work going forwards as well? Oh, look at that. I find something new every day, don't you? So that's using the W, A, S and D keys, but then if you hold down Shift, it speeds up. So if you want to get along the map really quickly, you can go like that and it speeds it up. I just accidentally put my finger on the Shift button. Look at that, you learn something new every day. You probably already knew that. Never mind. I like to discover things for myself. Right, so thank you very much for watching today. I do hope you've had a bit of fun with me today, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next episode. Until then, do take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye.